Now introducing www.hardcorehotline.com, your one-stop shop for all things ECW Hardcore Hotline. Go to www.hardcorehotline.com today to check out the full roster page as well as the brand new Hardcore Hotline merchandise that's on sale now. You're also able to support the channel by donating on the website. Make sure to leave a message on the donation and I'll shout out your donation in a future episode of ECW Hardcore Hotline. Once again, make sure you check out www.hardcorehotline.com today. Hello everyone and welcome to ECW Hardcore Hotline. I'm your narrator of Violence Phoenix Nitro, here to be your tour guide into the land of extreme. And we are only 7 days away from ECW Barely Legal. But what team will be the final team to gain entry into the 4-way ladder match for the ECW World Tag Team Championships? The major players, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, look to join the rest of the cast, if you will, for that ladder match. Of course, best friends, DIY, and last but certainly not least, we have the Usos. But who will be the last team to join those three? The major players have such a heavy task ahead of them if they look to gain entry into that ladder match, as they are about to go up against one of the most prolific in-ring groups in wrestling today. Kyle Fletcher making his way down to the ring first, representing the United Empire. And Kyle Fletcher is not alone. Of course, Fletcher typically teams with his Aussie Open tag partner, Mark Davis, one of the absolute best tag teams in the world. But Mark Davis sadly injured as of the time of this matchup. But Kyle Fletcher does not run alone, much to the contrary of how he's coming to the ring here tonight. And let's make no mistake about it, Kyle Fletcher is one of the best young athletes in professional wrestling today. The Aussie Arrow is absolutely prolific in the ring. Don't let the age deceive you. He's one of the best in the world. But speaking of one of the absolute best in the world, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay is Kyle Fletcher's tag team partner here tonight. The leader of the United Empire makes his way down to the ring, and Will Ospreay looks to make an impact here tonight. The lights are dim in the ECW arena because the star of Will Ospreay shines oh so bright, and 2K still hasn't fixed their damn game. But nevertheless, Will Ospreay climbing to soar in the air tonight like Phil Collins once did. But there can only be one team who makes it to ECW Barely Legal in 7 days. Who will it be? Who will gain entry into the 4-team ladder match? We are about to find out. Will Ospreay, one of the absolute, as I mentioned, best wrestlers in the world. This is special. This is first time ever. This is the major players versus United Empire. This is your Hardcore Hotline opening contest, and here we go. Kyle Fletcher coming out the gate with a big boot to Brian Myers. Of course, Aubrey Edwards, your official here this evening. And Fletcher now going to work over that leg of Brian Myers. Brian Myers paying homage to the triple threat with that gear. Will Ospreay now legal? Brian Myers and Ospreay going toe-to-toe here. Ospreay with a nice counter there, back elbow. Myers, though, pulling him in, going to lift him up and just drive him down onto the knee. Brian Myers, infatuated as we all are with ECW. You know it's got to be special for him here tonight, competing in an ECW ring in the ECW arena. Matt Cardona, no stranger to the ECW. Some consider him to be the last ECW World Television Champion. I mean, he defeated Rhino in an unsanctioned match for it a few years ago. Going for the cover, does Cardona. One, no, just a count of one, of course. Later on this evening, we will have two of our semi-final round matches to determine who will go to Barely Legal for fight in the three-way dance for the ECW World Television Championship. So much big action to take place here tonight on this episode of Hardcore Hotline. You don't want to miss it, as Ospreay doesn't miss that kick to the side of Matt Cardona's dome piece. Oh, he's got both wrists. Oh my God, just brutalizing Cardona with that knee, but Cardona taking to the air with that elbow. Uh-oh, Cardona now tornado DDT, dropping Ospreay down onto the dome piece. Gonna pull Ospreay in now, lifting him up. Nice powerbomb there from the indie guy. Going for the cover, 1, 2, just a count of 2. And Ospreay able to get those shoulders up, able to keep the fight alive. Coming in hot now, driving the shoulder of Matt Cardona down and then stomping on the arm of Cardona as well. Brian Myers looking for a tag. Kyle Fletcher legal. Brian Myers legal. And here we go again like good medicine. Myers up and taking him down. Very Greg Gagne-esque, if you will. Oh, but a kick to the gut from Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher's going to lift you up, and he's going to drop you down any chance he gets. Myers back to his feet oh so fast, though. However, it's Fletcher again. No, Myers had him scouted that time. Brian Myers taking him down. Cross face applied. Is Kyle Fletcher going to have to tap? No, able to roll Myers off. Kick to the gut followed suit. Both teams looking absolutely spectacular here in the early goings of this one. Going for the cover after a snake eyes. Does Kyle Fletcher? 1, just a count of 1. I wonder oh so badly who is going to be in that ladder match. Who is going to be the last team to join the PAC in that ladder match? I feel like this last team is going to change the dynamic of that match. Oh my God, Brian Myers has been busted open from that attack of Kyle Fletcher. Going for the cover, does Ospreay? No, just a count of absolutely nothing. Both men back to their feet. Goes for the forearm, but Brian Myers was able to quickly turn him into a crossface. Ospreay's locked up, but no, able to get out of the way. Does the aerial assassin. He's getting Myers to his feet now, going to whip him up and over to the floor. And with Myers out now on the floor, you got to think back to how this all started, if you will. DIY defeating the FBI via countout, which led to their street fight. Following that, we found out about the 4-team ladder match. Ospreay now lifting up Brian Myers. Clearly not wanting a countout victory here tonight for United Empire. Taking Myers to the corner now. Tag out. Fletcher is legal. Ospreay whipping him off. Drop toe hold. Big elbow drop there. And Fletcher now to the outside of the ring, going right after Matt Cardona. Interesting decision there by Kyle Fletcher. And Cardona making him pay for it. Driving Fletcher down onto the ground. Fletcher quick to get back to his feet as we are at a count of 3. And Brian Myers looking to make him pay for taking his eyes off the ball. Oh, what a body slam there. Lifting Fletch up. Got him hooked. Oh my God. Dropping him on the dome piece on the neck of the Aussie Arrow. Whipping off Fletcher now, coming in hot. Spine buster connects. Brian Myers is feeling himself here in Philadelphia. Nice deadlift German suplex to Kyle Fletcher. Going for the cover. 1. No, just a count of 1. Fletcher going to the outside. Oh! Tope Suicida taking out both members of the United Empire. Brian Myers is on fire. Oh, he's got Ospreay in his sights, drops him down with a whippersnapper, but it's a springboard back elbow from Kyle Fletcher that connects, and then a DDT right after. Remember, Brian Myers has been bleeding for quite a bit as of late. Oh, kick to the gut. You got to wonder how that's affecting the conditioning, if you will, of Brian Myers. But I mean, he seems to be doing just fine on that level as Matt Cardona watches on. Look at this. United Empire cutting down the ring in half. Classic tag team wrestling here. Fletcher now going to send the aerial assassin flying with a big shoulder tackle there. And Ospreay with a big-time twister. Oh, my God. Go for the cover. No. Cardona breaking it up, letting Brian Myers fight to see yet another day. Uh-oh. Big NC there from Ospreay to drop Cardona down. Ospreay's attention now turning to Brian Myers, but he tags out Kyle Fletcher, now legal, as Brian Myers gets back into the ring. He's got him by the waist. Ospreay getting out of the ring before the count of 5. Oh, low leg kick there from Fletch. And Kyle Fletcher now sending Brian Myers to the outside. What is Fletch thinking here? Oh, my God, he's taking to the air. Oh, here it go. Fletcher, Tope, Suicida connects, sending Myers into the guardrail. And listen to that crowd. This is awesome. We are at a count of, I believe, 6 as Fletcher drops Brian Myers down. Count of 7. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Fletch. Oh, drops Brian. Wait a minute. You've got to be kidding me. No way. No way. Not like that. Not like, wait. I'm getting word. I'm getting word. We are going to get this match restarted. That's what I'm talking about. Brian Myers getting back into the ring, getting back to his corner. Let's go. We must have a winner. Brian Myers taking full advantage of the restart with that clothesline. 1, no. Ospreay breaking it up. Oh my God, I love it. With Barely Legal just a week away, there must be a winner here tonight. Fletcher calling for Myers to get up. Oh my God, with so much already happening. This is insane. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Brian Myers gets the shoulder up. He's still fighting through it. You hear it. Tag team wrestling at its finest here tonight. My God. The action spilled to the outside. They were brawling and brawling and brawling. A double count out, but no, there must be a goddamn winner. Cardona now whipping Fletcher off to the ropes. Big time rolling elbow. And now Cardona taking Ospreay down, but Fletcher's down on the outside. Matt Cardona feeling himself. Tope Suicida. He took out Myers on accident. Fletcher with a counter. Myers is down. Fletcher turning his attention to Brian Myers. We're at a count of 2, but no. Matt Cardona taking Fletcher down. And now the major players have Kyle Fletcher right where they want him. We're at a count of 5. Count of 6. Come on, not again. Not another count out. Cardona now. Oh, Fletcher dropping Cardona down. And both men are back in the ring. I thought we were about to get another count out there. Oh my God, off the restart. Ospreay once in, and Ospreay is legal. The Indie God and the Aerial Assassin in the middle of the ring. Blow for blow, they're going. Ospreay now again getting him against the ropes. Whipping Cardona off. Big time check right there by Ospreay. Going for the cover. No, Brian Myers able to break it up. Ospreay, though, I think looking for the beginning of the end here of Matt Cardona with Barely Legal in sight. Both teams are fighting tooth and nail to gain entry into the ladder match. Wait, Cardona charging in, pulls him in. Big time line there, dropping Ospreay. Working over the arm now is Cardona. Oh my God. Just stomping on the hand, stomping on the wrist of Will Ospreay. Oh my God, again going after the hand, the digits. But Ospreay back to his feet. Gonna whip Cardona off, going under. Cardona though with a clothesline, stopping the momentum of Will Ospreay there. And Brian Myers now legal. Myers charging in, overhand clubbing blow to Will Ospreay. Throwing Ospreay down. And now Brian Myers to the top. Oh my God. Big splash by Brian Myers. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No! Will Ospreay able to kick out. Kyle Fletcher had faith, but Cardona took him out even for extra emphasis, if you will. Oh my God. This has been an incredible opening contest here on Hardcore Hotline as Brian Myers is gator rolling Will Ospreay around the ring before transferring it now into a crossface. He's been looking for that crossface all night. Letting go of Ospreay now before Ospreay can roll out of the way. Looking to tag out. Yes, he is. Cardona now legal. Ospreay turning his attention to Cardona. Oh, he's fired up, but oh my God! Was that the Rough Rider? I think it was. 1, 2. No! Ospreay kicked out, and you gotta think it's because Cardona didn't get all of it. Oh, these 4 men are making a statement here for the rest of those teams in that 4-team ladder match. Cardona off the top. 450! 1, 2, 3! And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the major players advance to Barely Legal. We know the 4 teams who will be the World Tag Team Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, owner and producer of Extreme Championship Wrestling. In just 1 week, ECW will present Barely Legal for the first time in over 2 decades, an event that features every championship in our company on the line. However, as excited for Barely Legal as I am, I fear that I can't be as excited as I'd like to be. There's a dark cloud of sorts that has come over me ever since last week. A rumor going viral that I, Paul Heyman, am not the sole investor in Extreme Championship Wrestling. The rumor that insinuates that I, Paul Heyman, am not being truthful with you, the ECW fans. So please indulge me for just 1 moment as I have a confession to make to each and every one of you. No, I am not the sole investor in Extreme Championship Wrestling's revival. However, in regards to who I've gone into business with for the revival of ECW, I don't have an answer for you as to who the investor is. Not because I'm trying to hide any information from you, the public, but because even I am not sure who the investor is. A private investor contacted me and supplied the investment money anonymously. Something that the rumor stated was that the investor was a part of this wrestling business, though. If that is the case, then I implore the financial backer to appear at ECW Barely Legal. I would personally love to thank them in the middle of that ring on one of the greatest nights in this company's history. Thank you for taking this opportunity to hear me out. Without further hesitation, let's return to Hardcore Hotline.
The action rolls on as yet again it's time to find out who is punching their ticket to ECW Barely Legal in 7 days. We have the second semifinal match of the ECW World Television Championship Tournament. Who is joining Dirty Dominic Mysterio at ECW Barely Legal in that 3-way dance? Will it be this man, Noam Dar, Supernova 11, who defeated Wes Lee to gain entry into this match? For Supernova 11 to shine brighter than ever. However, he's going to have to go through one hell of a task here tonight. The Darktic Monkey, if you will, looks to fly all around that ring and try to level his opponent here tonight. He looks to try and raise that hand high above the air at the end of the night. And look at the kiss of the wrist. But can Noam Dar do it? That is the question. Can he punch the ticket to go to Barely Legal? If he looks to do that, if he looks to become the first World Television Champion of the new era, he has to go through this man. And that, my friends, is no easy task. As the Mad King, the last of a dying breed, Eddie Kingston marches down to the ring. Last time we saw Eddie Kingston, he defeated the prodigy Nick Wayne to gain entry into the semifinal round of the ECW World Television Championship Tournament. And now Eddie Kingston battles Noam Dar in the semifinal round. Eddie Kingston is looking to fulfill a lifelong dream, and that dream was to one day wrestle in ECW. That dream was to one day fight for the ECW World Television Championship, and tonight he has a chance of making that dream one step closer. Noam Dar versus Eddie Kingston. Aubrey Edwards, of course, your referee, and here we go. Oh my God, Kingston immediately coming out of the gate with some strikes, trying to pepper Dar before just dropping him on his dome piece. Lifting Noam Dar up now, shots to the ribs, couple shots, followed up by a belly-to-belly suplex. When Eddie Kingston went one-on-one with Nick Wayne, he made very short work of the young wrestler. Tonight, he's facing Noam Dar, an experienced veteran to this game. However, there are levels to this game, and Eddie Kingston, while he is not going to overlook Noam Dar, you got to think he's looking already to Barely Legal in 7 days. Oh my God, this match has been all Kingston thus far. Driving the knee down onto the chest, the jaw of Noam Dar. Kingston has just lit him up like a Christmas tree. Even with Dar getting back to his feet, Kingston just takes him right back down. My God. Showing exactly how much the ECW World Television Championship means to him. Got him in that arm bar, but Dar finally breaking free, finally lighting up Kingston for the first time in this match with a couple of jabs there. Dar now whipping him off, just sweeping the leg, taking him off of his feet. Quickly now, Dar looking to continue that offensive assault, going after the hand of Eddie Kingston. Kingston loves throwing that back fist from the future. You stop that hand, it makes it a little bit less effective. But right now, Kingston just firing off blows on Noam Dar. Dar rolling to the outside. Kingston following. He's not going to be afraid to follow you to the floor. Oh, my God. But falling right possibly into the trap of Supernova 11 as Noam Dar now with a little joint manipulation, kicking the elbow. Once again, going after the arm. Oh, my God. Just driving the shin down onto the bicep of Kingston. Count of 3. Oh, God. And that's a way to get this match back on equal footing. Dar throwing Kingston in the steel steps, breaks the count. Coming back to the outside, charging in, low leg kick, followed up with a chop. And then a big kick to the ribs there as well. Dar drives King down onto the steps with that shoulder. And now whipping King off, but King counters. You're at a count of 3, and Eddie Kingston realizing he should get back into the inside of this ring. It's been all Dar on the outside, but Kingston caught Dar while he wasn't looking. Whipping him off, drop down, get your eagle on. Leapfrog, caught him, and just goes all around the body before hooking him and driving him down. My God, it wasn't pretty, but it was damn sure effective. Only a count of 1, though, as Dar kicks out. Supernova 11 battling through the pain. Oh! Back fist! Oh, my God! And he's got him locked up. He won't let him out. That could be it. Will Dar tap? No. Dar fighting through the pain. The back fist to the future connected. Wait a minute. Roll up. 1. Only a count of 1. Imagine if Dar would have snuck this one out. This has been insane already. Dar now working over the arm of Eddie Kingston, driving him down into the mat. My God. Lifting King up now, has him hooked before driving the knee into the waist of Eddie Kingston. A foot to the small of the back, and now working over the ankle. Noam Dar just attacking each and every single body part on the Mad King, but look at the kiss of the wrist. Noam Dar now lifting Eddie Kingston up. Whipping King off, this could be it. Going all around, drives him down, tornado, satellite, DDT. No tornadoes here tonight, all satellites. And Dar now lifting King up, continuing to work over the joints of Eddie Kingston as he stomps that elbow into the mat. Oh my God, Dar could be looking for it. He can put him away with this. Oh, penalty kick to the arm. Whips King off. Oh my God, the combinations. 1, 2, no. Eddie Kingston kicks out. Noam Dar was so close to putting the Mad King away. You hear the crowd fight forever. They are infatuated with the action here tonight on Hardcore Hotline. And what a go-home show this has been thus far. The major players earned their way to Barely Legal in an awesome tag team clinic. Now Noam Dar and Eddie Kingston looking to earn their way in an absolute singles clinic. The back and forth action is oh so fierce. King now dragging Dar to the bottom corner. Oh my God! Just listen to these machine gun chops! Oh my God. Oh! Faked him out on the last one before hitting him with a little jab. Turns him around now. Hoisting Dar up and just throws him into the corner. This has been an incredible display from both men. Dar has had to fight for everything he's had out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, no! The Mad King yet again gets the shoulder up after being busted open by Noam Dar. Dar calling for King to get to his feet. Off the top, crossbody connects. And Dar now is scouting, is stalking the last of a dying breed in the corner. Throws King just into that top buckle. Big shot to the ribs, yet another shot to the ribs now. So many stomps in the corner from Noam Dar. Dar is showing out here tonight. He was absolutely getting the hell beat out of him in the early goings, but that perseverance of Supernova 11 shines through. Dar now whipping him off. Oh! Spinning back elbow! 1, 2, no! Again the Mad King kicks out. Eddie Kingston here is going off when it comes to just surviving neck or jawbreaker. Back fist to the future! 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Eddie Kingston can knock your lights out with blood running down his forehead. The Mad King has punched his ticket to ECW Barely Legal, to the three-way dance. Eddie Kingston, you'll be fighting for the World Television Championship.
Seth, I hope you're counting down the days, the hours, the minutes, the seconds. Cherish the time you've got with the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Hold it nice and tight every single day for the next week. Relish in it, because after ECW Barely Legal, you will never feel that championship again. You thought Buddy Matthews was gonna stop me? You could have picked anyone in the world, and the result would have been the same. Swerve stock rises, and Seth gets scared. You know it's over now, don't you, Seth? You can feel it in the air. Barely Legal's about to be a movie.
One thing about music, when it hit, you feel no pain.
Huge words from Swerve Strickland about Seth Rollins in the ECW World Championship, but right now it's all about two new debuts here in ECW's ever-growing women's division as the prodigy Roxanne Perez makes her way down the aisle of the ECW arena for the very first time. And Roxanne Perez is called a prodigy very similarly to Nick Wayne, in the sense that these are two of the absolute youngest on this entire roster. They took to wrestling like fish in water. They are absolutely everything this business is about at such a young age. They are the future of professional wrestling, but much more than that, they are the now of pro wrestling. But Roxanne Perez is having a battle with the Rookie of the Year in 2023, Sol Ruca. Speaking of fish to water when it comes to professional wrestling, Sol Ruca has been wrestling for less than, let's say, 18 months, give or take even. I think Sol Ruca, by all accounts of the imagination, is one of the most athletic members of this roster that we have. Of course, an Oregon Duck alumni, a very, very big gymnast is Sol Ruca. But take nothing away from her striking ability, take nothing away from her grappling ability. Sol Ruca is the Rookie of the Year in 2023 of this entire business for a reason. But right now it's time we get down to business as Roxanne Perez and Sol Ruca go one-on-one right now. Ruca tried to lift Roxanne up, but Roxanne slid behind, went right after the back of the leg there of Sol Ruca. Of course, Sol having ACL surgery before, and Roxanne Perez is definitely going to go after those legs as a result. The prodigy, very, very calculated in her actions, trained under Booker T. Off the top with a frog splash from Roxanne Perez, going for the cover. Aubrey Edwards there, no, just a count of one. Roxanne Perez with a drop kick to the back of Sol Ruca's head. And with an ECW women's division that is ever so growing, you gotta think the ECW Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley is focusing intently on this match, as well as probably studying tape for Chris Statlander, who she is going to be facing at ECW Barely Legal. And coming out of that pay-per-view, whoever might be the champion, you gotta think Roxanne Perez or Sol Ruca is looking to get in the good graces of momentum here tonight to try and raise their stock, if you will. Two, no, count of two. Sol Ruca able to kick out again. The Prodigy just going to work. Ruka to her feet. The taller of the two competitors here as she just launches Roxanne Perez almost in a judo-like throw there before whipping her off. No, Roxanne counters. Drop down, get your eagle on. Leapfrog. And Perez with a nice single leg drop kick, taking Soul down, but Soul back to her feet. Oh, look at the stutter step on Soul, going to the ropes, and now she caught her with a nice tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Coming off the ropes again with a senton that time. And Soul Ruka for yet another one. Chaining the offense together. An absolute sight to see when you have somebody so new to professional wrestling. They attack it like somebody who has been going at it since they were damn near, 14, 15 years old? A lot differently. Soul up and over. Coming back around, ducks under. Coming in hot with a big line there from Soul Ruka. Surfs up, going for the cover. 1, 2. No, Roxanne Perez getting the shoulder up. These two women very respectable in that ring. You gotta think after the end of this one, they are both going to have a lot of respect for one another. Roxanne Perez now coming out the gate like a house on fire. Big time clothesline there. Coming in hot to the corner, but no, Soul Ruka able to put the brakes on with a nice back elbow there. Taking Roxanne over to the ropes. What could she be looking for here? Coming off the ropes. Whoa, what is this? Big moonsault DDT! Going for the cover. 1, 2, no! Roxanne Perez with a kick out at 2. I talked about the athletic prowess of Soul Ruka, and it was firmly on display with that moonsault DDT. Roxanne Perez now rolling to the outside, Soul to the top rope. Could she be looking to dive onto Roxy? Yes! Connects with the double axe handle. And a standing moonsault there follows suit. But wait, Roxanne rolls her up. 1. No, just the count of 1 as Soul Ruka gets the shoulder up. Roxanne going right back to work, but no, fireman's carry there by Ruka. Soul trying to get this ECW arena behind her. Coming in hot now. Another flipping senton there. Soul to the corner. Big time springboard crossbody out of the corner. Lifting Roxanne up. Taking Roxanne to the ropes now. What could she be looking for? No, counter by Roxanne. Whatever Soul was looking for. Not successful. Whips her off. Oh, countered the drop kick by Soul Ruka. And Soul now with a side headlock takeover. These two women showing exactly why ECW's women's division is ever growing in talent and absolute ability. With Roxanne on her feet now, Soul Ruka whips her into the corner, charging in. Look at that cartwheel into a splash in the corner. My goodness. Soul Ruka will flip with the best of them, I'll tell you that much. And now Soul Ruka calling for Roxanne to get to her feet. What could she be looking for? Gonna take Roxanne to the corner now. Uh-oh, pulling her out. Popping her up. No, countered by Roxanne. Big back elbow, though, by Soul Ruka. Kick to the gut, however, from Roxanne. Oh, could she be looking for it? Pop rocks! 1, 2, no! Soul Ruka able to kick out at 2. Roxanne can't believe it. Roxanne, though. Tope! Suicida! Connects, and Roxanne Perez now just going at Soul Ruka. At a count of 3. Oh my God. Don't get it twisted. The Prodigy got a mean streak about her. Look at that. Maybe blowing a kiss goodnight to Soul Ruka's aspirations of a win here in the ECW arena. We had a count of 7. Roxanne Perez just in the corner. Count of 8. Soul Ruka gonna have to charge. She does. She breaks the count. Big shoulder tackle there as well. Uh-oh. Soul Ruka calling for Roxanne to get to her feet. What could she be looking for? Soul Snatcher! Going for the cover! 1, 2, 3! Soul Ruka gets the job done, and that, my friends, has to be considered an upset when you consider Roxanne Perez's absolute expertise in the ring. What a win for Soul Ruka!
Congratulations, Chris Statlander. You've won the biggest Con Artist of the Year award. Somehow you've managed to convince Paul Heyman and these idiots in the ECW arena that you're a worthy challenger. You even have the whole world thinking that Mummy is afraid of you. What is there to possibly be afraid of? Your track record of getting hurt when the big moment is in arm's reach? Chris, I'm not afraid of you. In fact, I'm happy that you're my first challenger for the ECW Women's World Championship. When I beat you next week, it'll show the entire world exactly what I mean when I say there's no competition in this division for me. You're a great competitor. But you've been doomed in life by being born in the wrong time period. This is my ECW. I'll run this division with a heavy hand, ready to destroy anyone and everyone in my way, including the galaxy's greatest alien. Which is funny, really, because in Mummy's galaxy, your species is my prey. And I am the deadliest predator that alien has ever seen. What did you say? Short, sweet, to the point. I plan on leaving our match the exact same way.
Hey, I purchased a cold and I ain't even died yet. Smoked about 100 blunts and I ain't even high yet. Wrote my verse unfortunately, watch you fight or die, yeah. Got me ill as brain head, no I can deny this.
With one final spot left to punch for ECW Barely Legal, who will advance in our final ECW World Television Championship semi-final round matchup? Will it be this man, Daniel Garcia? Of course, Red Death defeated Carmelo Hayes in the opening round of this tournament, but now can Daniel Garcia come out to the middle of this ring here tonight, just 7 days before Barely Legal, and can he take one of the absolute best wrestlers in the world to their limit? Now, make no mistake about it, Daniel Garcia also one of the best young wrestlers in the world. But Konosuke Takeshita, for my money, is just on another level. Very well may be one of the absolute best wrestlers in the entire galaxy, much less the world. But that all can change tonight. That can change on any given night. But especially when you're in there with somebody the caliber of Red Death Daniel Garcia. Garcia can absolutely, in a heartbeat, tap out Konosuke Takeshita if he's not careful. But only one man that we know for certain will be advancing to ECW Barely Legal. Konosuke Takeshita, of course, defeated Ricochet to advance on into the semifinal matchup. It's now time to get into this. Bell has rung Garcia with a clothesline to kick things off. Nice chop there. Drop kick to the back of Konosuke Takeshita's head there. And now Garcia going to go right after the long tree trunks of legs that Takeshita possesses. Oh my God. Slamming Garcia's shoulder down into the mat does Takeshita. And now Takeshita working over that arm. These are two men who are absolute dogs in that ring when it comes to focusing on a body part specifically. My God, what a clothesline there from Konosuke Takeshita. Of course, Aubrey Edwards, your referee. Takeshita going behind. Nice German suplex, dropping Daniel Garcia on his neck. And now a deadlift. Sit out power bomb with authority. My God. Garcia now rolling to the outside. It's Takeshita calling for Garcia to get up. Down Bacon! Hello! My God, the big man went soaring, flying. He took to the sky on Daniel Garcia tonight. My God, bro. Konosuke Takeshita showing out right now on the outside of the ring. Whipping Garcia off, just throwing him all around the ringside area here. Calling for him to get to his feet before a kick to the ribs, and then a kick to the head right after. Lifting Garcia back to his feet. Takeshita now possibly looking to bring him back into the ring. Yes, he does, and he's following in right after him. But Garcia, quick to get to his feet, went for a chop to the neck there, but it was Takeshita who was quick to grab him up. But Garcia battling back there with those back elbows. Oh, there we go. Got it that time. Nice little smack to the neck, and he slipped under to get the waist and then took him down. Waiting for Takeshita now to get in the corner. Had him scouted there, just stomping him out in the corner, letting them stomps through. My goodness. Continuing to stomp him out, but no, Takeshita putting the boot up. Where's Takeshita going? Oh my God, Garcia smartly diving, almost like he was landing on a grenade there, just to dodge that big time line. He had it well scouted. My goodness, Daniel Garcia showing why he's one of the best young wrestlers in the game today. Throwing Takeshita to the outside now. Daniel Garcia rarely goes for dives like this, but don't get it twisted. Red Death can do it all. Tope Suicida connects, and Garcia lays Takeshita out. No! Takeshita was able to roll out the way. Garcia's knee crashing down onto the hard floor on the outside. He's got those legs crossed now, and a big-time Fisherman Buster. Cross-legged variation there. When this match, we found out after they both advanced that they were going to face each other in the semifinal round. We knew it was going to be special, man. We knew it was going to be special. Who's going to join Eddie Kingston? Who is going to join Dirty Dominic Mysterio at Barely Legal in the three-way dance? Will it be Red Death, or will it be Konosuke Takeshita? Look at that. Garcia grabbing at the ankle. Takeshita was looking to get that bottom rope. Oh, big time boot to the jaw there. Coming in hot with a neck breaker. Does Takeshita, going for the cover right after as well. 1, 2, no, just a count of 1 as Daniel Garcia gets the shoulder off of the mat now. Takeshita pulling him back in. Oh God, what's he looking for? Just throwing him overhead. My goodness. And it's a kick to the side of the dome piece of Konosuke Takeshita via Red Death. Garcia now hooking those legs, grabbing him up, got him pulled back, locked in, cinched in deep. And Takeshita may have to tap. No, Garcia gonna let him go. Not feeling like he had the hold completed there. Lifting up Takeshita. Wait! Oh my God! What a pile driver. 1, 2. No! Konosuke kicking out at the count of 2. And Garcia stunting on him here tonight. Talk to him. Dance on these hoes. Oh my goodness. Garcia now waiting for Takeshita to get up on the apron. Big drop kick. Stop it. Look at Chris Boschneck. Look like an ostrich from Daniel Garcia there. And Garcia now stomping on the hand, on the digits of Takeshita. Rolling Takeshita into the ring now. We're at a count of 1. As Garcia going all the way up. Big elbow drop from Red Death connects. Going for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Red Death, Daniel Garcia, has punched his ticket to ECW Barely Legal. Konosuke Takeshita is one of the best wrestlers in the world, but damn it, Daniel Garcia is 2.
キーファーグリーンナンバーワンロッキンローラーマザーファッカー
Next week, ECW Barely Legal returns for the first time in over 2 decades, as the ECW Women's World Championship will be on the line as Rhea Ripley defends against the galaxy's greatest alien, Chris Statlander. The ECW World Tag Team Championships will finally be crowned in a 4-team ladder match as Best Friends battle DIY, the Major Players, and the Usos in a 4-team ladder match. The ECW World Television Championship will also be decided in a 3-way dance as Daniel Garcia takes on Dominic Mysterio and Eddie Kingston in what is sure to be a huge triple threat 3-way dance. We also will see the grudge match take place as Becky Lynch and Candice LeRae finally go 1-on-1. And in the main event of the evening, the ECW World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Seth Rollins defends against Swerve Strickland. All this and more next week on ECW Barely Legal. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Nitro here, joined by the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. Seth, thank you so much for joining me before the show tonight. I've got to ask you, though, how are you feeling just 7 days before you defend the ECW World Heavyweight Championship?
Really? How am I feeling? Come on, man. You're smarter than that. I feel great. Why wouldn't I?
Well, Seth, last week, Swerve Strickland defeated your hand-picked opponent, Buddy Matthews.
Correct.
Well, I just think that the decision to choose Buddy Matthews, your former disciple, only for Buddy to lose, had to affect your judgment, maybe?
My judgment? The reason why I picked Buddy is because I knew win or lose, he'd take Swerve to his limit, and that's exactly what he did. I called upon a favor to a different house, and they gladly obliged for old time's sake. The outcome didn't exactly matter.
So what you're saying is you're fine with the fact that Swerve defeated Buddy Matthews and now has a chance to take away that ECW World Heavyweight Championship from you.
I guess you're not so smart after all, Phoenix. That statement you just made is rooted in the idea that I'll lose in 7 days at Barely Legal. You're saying that Swerve Strickland has a chance in hell at defeating me, and look, I get it. He's phenomenal in that ring, but there's a difference between being a flash in the pan and being on the top of the mountain. I am the ECW World Heavyweight Champion for a reason, yet everyone is starting to question how I won this title to begin with.
Well, it just seems that
you're falling into the same traps that the ECW fans are, Phoenix. You're believing in the hype of Swerve too much. For someone who is so unproven at this level, much like my wife is dealing with currently, I'm just getting called out by somebody who isn't on the same level as me. Simple as that. At ECW Barely Legal next week, I'm going to prove to everyone that I'm going to be champion around here for a long damn time. I'm not a flash in the pan. I'm not a quick clickbait draw. I'm Seth fucking Rollins, your ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Next time, have a few unbiased questions. We're done here.
Well, nevertheless, thank you for your time, Seth. It is now time for our main event of the evening, and it is our last match before ECW Barely Legal next week. And this woman right here, Becky Lynch, now knows that next week she will finally get her hands on Candice LeRae in the grudge match that has been brewing and brewing ever since ECW returned in the first episode of Hardcore Hotline. But tonight, Becky Lynch will battle Dakota Kai for the first time ever. It was the match that was supposed to happen until the swerve of a lifetime happened and Dakota Kai was thrown out onto the stage by Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox then went on to replace Dakota Kai. We thought that Tegan Knox had jumped Dakota, given their past history, and replaced her as of that way. But no, it was the way that happened there, and it was Dakota Kai showing her allegiance to Candice LeRae's way. Now, Dakota Kai set to go one-on-one with Becky Lynch. No shenanigans to be had, one-on-one. But there you see it. No matter if we say no shenanigans, it's hard to believe that when Dakota Kai is flanked by Candice LeRae and Tegan Knox. The way does not run solo, and tonight Becky Lynch, yes, is going one-on-one for the first time ever with Dakota Kai. However, with Tegan and Candice on the outside, Becky's going to have eyes in the back of her head, the side of her head, all around if she plans on beating Dakota before we head into Barely Legal next week. But now it's time for the main event. Becky Lynch, Dakota Kai, one-on-one for the first time. Aubrey Edwards is your official, and Becky Lynch comes out with a big clothesline there, followed up with a kick to the mush, if you will. And Becky now working over that arm of Dakota Kai. You know, Becky Lynch not looking to get paid by the hour. She wants to get in here and get out of here, especially considering the fact that Candice LeRae is not having to wrestle here tonight. Candice LeRae will be going into next week's match fresher than a daisy, if you will. Oh my God, look at this. Becky Lynch just working over the arm of Dakota Kai. Clearly a game plan from the last kicker. It was oh so long ago in the first. Whoa. Has that arm locked in? But no, Dakota Kai quick to roll off of her back to break it up. As I was mentioning, though, it was on the first episode of Hardcore Hotline where Candice LeRae tapped out Becky Lynch in the 10-woman eliminator gauntlet. And that is what set all of this into motion. Dakota Kai now getting kicked in the gut by Becky Lynch. Becky fighting back on the outside. And Becky just throwing Dakota down. Has that arm locked up, but Dakota fighting back now. Oh, cranking the neck of Becky Lynch by doing that. Aubrey Edwards counting these two out, calling it down the middle at a count of 6. Dakota Kai taking her time, count of 7. Becky Lynch, though, right there, able to grab Dakota Kai. She got in the ring, and nice arm drag followed suit. Lifting up Dakota does Becky. Becky now pulling her in, roll through, and she's got the arm! Disarmer engaged! Will Dakota Kai tap? No! Dakota Kai continuing to fight through the pain, at least for now. And Becky Lynch with the manhandle slam! That's it. That is it. 1, 2, 3. Quick work in your main event. Becky Lynch now going on to Barely Legal with quite the momentum. You see Candice and Tegan on the outside. Becky Lynch versus Candice LeRae next week at Barely Legal, and so much more.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go.